Good afternoon. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. I'm your host, Dr. Aaron Ernst. And hey, it's a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you can be set free from your health problems when you become your own healer. Thus, the topic of today is continuing our discussion in the art of how to self-heal. 2 weeks ago, I did one talking about how, actually 3 now, my goodness, 3 weeks ago, how your thoughts might be why you're sick. So mind over disease. Listen to it. It's really good. So then we went into the idea that not just the physical or the metaphysical mind, our thoughts, make us sick, but actually the physical mind can make you sick. Your brain and spinal cord have to talk with all of your organs, telling them what to do and when to do things and how to do them and when not to. So we have a communication aspect. First major pillar in self-healing, you need to make sure your brain is talking to all parts of your body. So if you didn't hear that show, that was 2 weeks ago. So go back and do that one. Then last week, we mentioned how a second major pillar in natural healing is your microbiome, your gut, the ability for your digestive system to keep you clean by boosting your immune response. Again, if you missed that one, go back to radio.com, itunes.com, wbt.com, and download the podcast. And then today, the cream of the crop, pillar number 3, installment number 3, whatever you want to call it. Hey, those of you who are on my webinar today, right? Secret number 3, the liver, and how your liver wants to heal you, and so will you let it? So the question of the hour, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst Show, is will you let your liver heal you? Or actually, did you even know that it could? And so we're talking about that. Hey, quick shout out. We had 176 people online with me this morning at 10 a.m. Woo! So if you were on that webinar, you know what I'm talking about, man. That was power amongst power. We had a ton of people get engaged with testing on how to heal themselves. It was by far the biggest response in a webinar. Not the biggest webinar. I've had webinars with 300-400 people on them, but then only, it's like 5, 6, 7 are like, yeah, Dr. Ernst, I want to get well. And this one, we had 100 and some change, and we had a ton of people saying, yes, please, yes, help me. Yes, I want the free tests. Yes. Did I say the word free? I did. There's free tests that you can find out how to heal yourself. So if by chance, you're listening going, I didn't even know you were doing that. Well, you missed the live one, but you know what's really neat? We have the recorded replay, and I can send it straight to you. So again, to separate out the people who are asking for the replay from those of you who are going, well, oh my God, can I get on your next one? Yes, you can. But if you want to watch the replay, here's how you can get free access to the free replay for your free test so you can heal yourself. Facebook.com/AskDrErnst, only through the Facebook Messenger, so I can separate you guys. If you message us through Facebook Messenger, Facebook.com/AskDrErnst, click on the button that says send us a message. We just need your name and your email address, and we'll send you the replay, which you can watch at any time for the next 5 or 6 days for free. Now, if you're somebody going, I missed it, something came up, my dog had to have a haircut, I don't know, whatever. Okay, I've heard it all. We're doing another one. Okay, a repeat. It was so good, guys. 3 secret steps of self-healing, 3 methods for you to find the cause of your condition yourself and fix it yourself. That is now going to be on the 26th, 2 weekends away from today. Same time, same place. What was the phrase? Same bat channel, same bat phone? I don't know. Same bat time, same bat channel. It's on the 26th at 10 a.m. If you want to join us for that, real simple. Call 704-906-2094. We just need your name and your email. Or text directly to us your email and your full name, first and last. Man, last week we had a lot of text, but here's what the text said. My name is John. I want to come to the webinar. No email, no last name, but John, we got your phone number. So, John, we're waiting to register you. Give us your last name and give us your email address. Why do I have to do that? Because it's digital. We need the information. Otherwise, the page for registration won't even let us push register. First name required, last name required, email required, cell phone required, so we can text the information to you on how to get on. Pretty straightforward. 704-906-2094. Okay, ready? Whew. Openers, intros, what else? Anything else? No announcements, nothing major outside of you made it. And here we go. Your liver wants to heal you. Will you let it? I'm sure you understand that you can't live without certain organs, okay? We know if we took your heart out, yeah, gone. If we took your brain out, gone. If we took a kidney out, nope. You can still live because you have another one. If we took your stomach out, well, we don't all out, but we cut a lot of it out for gastric bypass, you could still be alive. We can take out your intestines. We can take out your small intestines. We can take out your lung, one of them, and you can still live. But you cannot live without your liver. Now, yes, your liver can grow back if you take out some of it. Okay, I get that. But your liver is literally healing you every second of the day. It's protecting you. It's trying to get you back on track towards health again, but a lot of you are not letting your liver heal you, and you're not letting your liver heal itself. It processes blood, it breaks down hormones, it finds nutrients, it metabolizes toxins, it does over 500 functions for your body. We're not going to talk about all 500 today because I don't have 7 years to do this, but I'm going to break it down into the simplest aspects. A, how do you get your liver clean? Because I'm going to be transparent. You guys need a liver makeover. Okay, some of you haven't cleaned your liver out in who knows how long. Since the day you were born, you still haven't cleaned it out. Big problem. Number 2, how do we identify if our liver needs to be cleaned? Okay, real simple. Put your fingers, those of you who watch in our Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter feeds, we're all live streaming, put your fingers like this. If you feel a pulse, you need to clean out your liver. Okay, pretty straightforward. That's the test. It's simple. I just gave it to you. And then most importantly, how to activate your liver's natural healing process so that you fix diabetes, heart disease, cholesterol problems, MS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, psoriasis, eczema, rashing, rosacea, acne. What else? Man, anything you can think of. Digestive issues, gas, irritable bowel, bloating, acid reflux, indigestion. I'm just coming up with them. Headaches, neck pain. All of these are connected to your liver. High cholesterol, high triglycerides, high blood pressure, all connected to your liver and its ability to heal you. And if it's not doing it, those are the signs and symptoms. So that's the show I have for you. Buckle in. Don't go anywhere. Pull out your pen and paper. Pick up your phone and call 704-906-2094. 704-906-2094. Hey, that's to register for the up-and-coming webinar on the 26th. It's the Ask Dr. Aaron Show. We'll be right back.
People are the heart of Jordan Essentials, and our products are the cornerstone. 100% of the population needs skincare in some shape or form, and of course there's a lot to choose from. So what makes Jordan Essentials different? We often like to say it's what we don't put in our products. We avoid harmful chemicals and pack our products with natural, botanical, beneficial solutions for you and your family.
Good afternoon. Hey, it's Saturday. It's a little after 3 o'clock. You know what this is? The Ask Dr. Ernst Show. It's a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you can be set free from your health problems when you become your own healer. We talked at the top of the hour about how our topic is your liver wants to heal you. It truly does. It's actually sitting inside of your body saying, please let me heal you. But many of you are doing things to your liver either unconsciously or consciously that are causing your liver to have problems healing you. And so if we can solve this liver crisis problem that so many of us are in today, you can heal. And your cholesterols can go back to normal by themselves, no drugs required. Your blood pressure can lower or raise itself, whatever it needs, no medications required. Let's see what else. Your arteries can clean themselves out, no medications required. You can solve diabetes. You can solve thyroid problems. You can solve digestive issues. Like if you can think of something that is wrong with a human being, health-related, I can pretty much guarantee you it has to do with the fact that their liver isn't working. Or one of the other two that we talked the last 2 weeks on, because this is the third part of our series of how to heal yourself. Part 3 being liver, part 2 being gut, part 1 being brain, the 3 most important healing organs. So most people, unfortunately, associate their liver with just some organ inside of them that helps them to be able to handle alcohol or drugs to some degree. I've even had some patients say, man, my liver's really strong. I can put back a 40 and not even feel it. Nah, that's actually a problem. That's a huge problem, just so you know. Sorry. And your liver is definitely, yes, designed to help you detox, but it doesn't just detoxify you from alcohol or that bad meal you had or that bad date you had, okay? Your liver is designed to perform over 500 functions that are responsible for you to be here on this earth today. Primarily, yes, your liver's a detox organ, but what it does is it just produces this liquid solution called bile. So I need you to understand this, okay? The main function of your liver is to do 2 things. Be a filter for all of the blood that's coming from your intestines. I don't know if you know this or not, but once you eat food, and let's just make it up, okay? You have a healthy whole grain bagel. Not healthy, just, but let's say you think it's healthy and you eat that whole grain bagel, okay? In your mouth, yum, 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 chew, turns into a pulp base, right? You swallow it, goes down your esophagus, splash, into the stomach, and it'll hang out there for about an hour or 2 while a bunch of enzymes that hopefully you have because you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, right? Or you took an enzyme, takes that mush called a whole grain bagel and turns it into more of a liquid, so it's runny and pre-digested. So the fats are breaking down, the proteins are breaking down, the carbs are breaking down into individual components, amino acids, sugars, sucrose, glucose, etc., fructose. And all that's in your stomach. Now, the moment that the food blob that was once a whole grain bagel passes through your small intestines, your liver says, oh man, I see that. So it goes whoosh. Now, your liver is a muscle. I don't know if you know that or not. It's not necessarily just an organ. It's a muscle that can contract. It squeezes. So when it goes squish, bile now comes out of the liver, goes through this little tiny tube called the common bile duct to leach into the pancreatic duct. And then with the enzymes of the pancreas, it now sprays the food substance that you swallowed with bile and pancreatic enzymes. The bile is designed to digest the fats. It's like soap. It helps to saponify them, if you know that phrase. It helps to break them down. And the enzymes from your pancreas are like, all right, man, we're on the job. Rip this stuff apart into microscopic individual nutrients. You got to get the calcium out, the zinc out, the selenium if it's in there, the fats, proteins, carbs. So all that happens, and the liver helped out. So the liver is a primarily digestive organ. But watch this. Once it gets into the small intestines, it's being processed, right? It's being fermented, and it's being changed into further liquids, and it's extracting nutrients, okay? So we talked last week how if you have a leaky gut, what happens is too much comes across at that small intestine barrier, and then your immune system freaks out, and then you get sick, okay? So let's pretend you have a healthy gut, and you fixed your nerve issues. So you've done step number 1, spine is fixed, nerves are healing. Step number 2, gut is now sealed fully, so it's working perfectly. Well, all those nutrients are absorbed. So the sugars, the fats, proteins, the carbs, the minerals, the micronutrients, the macronutrients. Now where are they? They're in your blood. But they're in a special thing called a portal vein. And that portal vein goes straight to the liver. So now remember, the liver squirted bile onto the food, helps it to digest. The small intestines and the large intestines pull fluids and water back. Now all this nutrient-dense blood that more than likely for some of you has bacteria, viruses, pathogens, toxins, and stuff inside of it. It goes back into the liver now through the venous supply, and here's where the liver does part number 2 of its job. It's like a gatekeeper. So I want you to envision this, okay? There's this massive gate, and there's a soldier. His name is Liver, and he says, "Halt! Who are you?" And they say, "I'm a healthy carb." And they go, "Enter." "Halt! Who are you?" "I'm a trans fat." And he goes, "Nope, over there to the fat cells." And then so on and so forth. Vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in. Toxins, pathogens, parasites, mold, you name it, are halted in the liver and put into these areas for contamination / confinement, okay? And those are fat cells, by the way. So the more toxins you have, the more junk you have, the more fat you have in your liver. And that is a big challenge for a lot of you. It's called fatty liver disease. So do you see this? Okay, your liver breaks down substances. It helps to create bile so you can digest your food, and it acts as your primary gatekeeper. So most people still think that their liver's, well, what's your liver do for you? Well, it helps me over the weekend. When I've had too much to, drink, or I took something I wasn't supposed to take, my liver will clean that out. Okay, true. But the second half is also the detoxification aspect to get rid of things like poisons and toxins and parasites and pathogens and mercury and lead and all the junk that's in our diet today. Okay? One big thing that your inflammation also does to help you heal, your liver does, is it reduces inflammation. There's a study that was done back in 2010 that found out that the more damaged and unhealthy your liver is, because of the stuff you do to it, drinking, drugs, etc. And I'm not talking just like illicit drugs. I'm saying medications, okay? Your liver has to work super hard to break down pharmaceutical and non-pharmaceutical based medications, over-the-counters and prescriptive, such that it causes damage to the liver. Okay, so this chronic damage, it leads to what's called a free radical oxidative buildup, like rust. So then your liver starts to get inflamed, it starts to get rusty, and then it can't do its job as much anymore. Imagine that vibrant soldier now has a six-pack. Doesn't have his six-pack anymore. He has a beer gut, and he's sitting there like, I don't know, if you want in, go for it. Toxins walk up and they slip him a 20 and they just go right through. So inflammation happens as the liver becomes more unwell, which happens because of what you do to it. The alcohol you drink, the medications you take, the over-the-counters that you use for simple stuff, like, I've got a headache, I'll pop an aspirin. Be careful, your liver's like, and it has to clean the aspirin out. Tylenol is one of the most dangerous for your liver ever. And there's even studies showing that even one Tylenol that you took because you had a subtle fever can cause damage to liver cells, causing them to burst open, releasing enzymes in blood back into your blood, and it's a danger. So the liver wants to heal you. And what we're doing to it is we're destroying it because of the diet we consume, the toxins that we inherently get in through our diet and through the products we use, and from the fact that many of you still haven't let go of the idea that alcohol is not good for you. Okay? We're opening up a can of worms with Dr. Ernst. I'm 55. Surely I can put one down. You can if you want to, but your liver's going, you're not 20 anymore, dude. Okay, I know it can still do it, but every drop of alcohol is a toxin. And the problem that I have with most alcohols isn't just the fact that it can inebriate you, it's that they're loaded with toxins. Okay, if you don't believe me in this, just go online and type in weed killer found in beer and wine, and you'll see all the brands that have been loaded with Roundup. Well, Dr. Ernst, okay, look, I drink Michelob Ultra. Okay, it's still in there. Okay, I don't care what you drink. If it's made in America and it's beer or wine, it's wheat-based or grape-based, it's sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, and it can't get that stuff out. Just because it's run through filters and it's cold water pressed, I don't know what they call this thing, Rocky Mountain. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, that doesn't mean it's pure and clean. Okay, well, what about the ones, mine's corn-free. Doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup. Well, it still has wheat, and it still has oats, and it still has rye, and it still has barley, and it's still being blasted with, these pesticides. Okay, well, Dr. Ernst, what about organic, non-GMO, farm-to-table wine? Well, if it's from the United States, it's still sprayed with stuff. Well, what? It's organic. Yeah, but the organic farms are right next to the non-organic farms. There's crossover contamination, and almost all wine in the U.S. is passing through the same, I'll call them wine lords. Look, if you don't know anything about this, you really need to start researching, okay? Most wine in America is passed through 5 major companies. And yes, they have different labels, and yes, you might say, well, no, this one comes from the Valley of Napa, this, that, the other. Still passing through the main suppliers. Say there's lots of contamination. There's been tons of studies on this. Trust me when I say this to you, there is no such thing as safe alcohol. What about the corn-free, grainless, this, that, the other vodkas? Alcohol is alcohol, just like sugar's sugar. If you want to heal, you got to let your liver recover. Am I saying you can't have a drink? That's up to you. You can drink later on, but get your liver healthy first if you want, okay? But then you're going to have to damage it again, then you got to fix it again. And I'm fine with that if that's what you want to do. If you want to break something and then fix it and then break it and fix it and break it and fix it, go for it. But after so many break-fix cycles, like my iPhone that now magically isn't holding a charge all day anymore, you get where I'm going with this, hopefully, right? Your immune system is directly connected to your liver function. Perhaps one of the most extravagant ways for you to see this is just to look at people who have liver disease. And what happens to them? Don't get close to me. Wear a mask at all times. Not because of COVID, because I'm sick. Someone with cirrhosis literally is immunocompromised. Eventually, the cirrhosis leads to full-on liver dysfunction, which they only can survive if they get a transplant of what? Well, a healthier, cleaner liver. So I want you to see this today. Your liver is trying to heal you, but you're not letting it. And the number one thing I have to review with you is, okay. How do we let our liver heal ourselves? Well, we're going to do that when we come back from the commercial break. What are the most important things you can do to your liver so it can start to heal you? How do we know if we have a liver problem? If you take medications for anything, high blood pressure, cholesterol, over-the-counter aspirin, Advil, Tylenols, you have a liver problem, and we need to fix it. So let's discuss how to do that. Okay, the music is there, which means the commercials are on their way. Commercials, right? But you know what? We use the commercial time to open up our call lines because you, if you want to, need to heal yourself. So let's go over how to do that. Saturday, the 26th of September, 10 a.m., I'm hosting my next How to Heal Yourself webinar. Look, the one we did today at 10 a.m. was packed. Over 150 some people online. Huge results, great testimonials. We had a fun time. It was only about an hour and a half, and it's free. So do this. Pick up the phone, 704-906-2094. That's the line to call. Text it, 704-906-2094. But when you text, full name, first and last, email, and then you're in. And if, again, you're wanting to watch the replay of the webinar from today, facebook.com/AskDrErnst. Hey, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The best is yet to come.
So this is the difference between biodynamic and conventional farming. Let's look at the difference in vineyards here. You have very green grass and herbs and life growing, and then dead soil over here. So this is a conventional vineyard where they spray pesticides, they use a lot of tractors to pull up the soil. This soil is dead, it's dry. There's no life. This is Klaus's vineyard. It's farmed biodynamically. Everything is picked by hand and they don't use any chemicals. So there's life, there's green grass, everything grows. This is the big disparity between conventional farming and biodynamic farming, and you can see it perfectly side by side. We prefer this wine, of course, because this wine is dead. There's nothing living in it.
Here's a secret your grocery store does not want you to know. At ThriveMarket.com, get up to 50% off all your organic groceries delivered to your door for free. Shop organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, and paleo. And get a free jar of coconut oil. Thrive Market. Wholesome products, wholesale prices. Get your free coconut oil today only at ThriveMarket.com.
Good afternoon. Hey, it's Saturday. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Yep, the show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you can be set free from your health problems. I'm your coach and host, Dr. Aaron Ernst, here today to share with you a secret. Part 3 of our series in How to Heal Yourself. Maybe you're just tuning in today going, Part 3? I just tuned in for the first time ever. Welcome. And guess what? You're in for a wild ride. You need to visit WBT.com and type in Ask Dr. Ernst into their little search bar, AskDrErnst. You'll find all of our most recent podcasts. And I would start maybe 3 weeks ago. Mind over matter for disease. Then the next one was your brain wants to heal you. Will you let it? Last week's your gut wants to heal you. Will you let it? And today your liver wants to heal you. Will you let it? If you were to do all 4, man, you'd be like superhuman healing. Just saying. If you're new to our show, AskDrErnst.com. What a great resource for you guys. Recipes out the wazoo. I think there's 10,000 recipes on our site as of today. Free information and protocols. If you're looking for help with something with your health, dead center of the page says, what are you looking for? And type it in. High blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, MS, Parkinson's, whatever. And you'll find all of the resources that we have that are all free. I think the best and most valuable section of that page, in my opinion, is the Request a Consult button. It's about at the top, maybe the right corner, and it says free call with Dr. Ernst. Yes, I'll actually call you and speak to you for 15 minutes at no cost to discuss what's going on. You know, earlier this week, I had someone call in and say, Dr. Ernst, we've been listening to you for a long time. And I'm like, how long's it long? And they're like naming shows from 5 years ago, just so you guys know. That's a pretty good run, right? 5 years listening. And then what they said was it's just astronomical. We moved recently to North Carolina. We know that you've been here all this time. You know, we're not from here originally, but we live here now, and we're honored and blessed that we're actually in your city. And we have some health problems. I mean, that's cool. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? So they reach out, and guess what? We point them in a direction, a couple of things they can do, and that's the purpose of a consult call. So it's free. There's no obligation. Maybe we can just help you figure out where to go next. You can also contact us. If you have a question, if you're looking for some sort of an answer, you know, type it in there, ping us. We can reach out to you. Okay, your liver wants to heal you. Will you let it? Most people, again, think that their liver is there just to help them deal with alcohol or some medications or drugs they took just to clean them out, right? Like, I got to let it go through my system. My liver's got to take care of it. And once I'm good, then my liver's good. Well, it doesn't quite work like that. We know that your liver is much more than just a alcohol medication detoxing organ. It can do that, but it does over 500 other vital functions for you to be here today listening to me. Not only does it separate nutrition from toxins and the medications that you're taking, but it also makes sure that each part of your body gets what they need. Think of it like the main hub, the distribution center. When your knee is like, well, we're running low on calcium, it sends a message through Facebook, I guess, right? Or some wireless communication to your liver. Yo, liver, we need some love. And the liver's like, I got your back. Sends a truck of food down to the knee. Okay, it does this. Okay, it doesn't use Facebook, obviously. I'm just trying to help you guys understand how this thing works. It breaks down fat and turns it into energy. And some of you are going, Dr. Ernst, I got a lot of fat on me. Yes, because your liver's not working. It should be working for you, not against you. When your liver's not working, you store toxins that it can't deal with in fat. So no wonder you have a ton of fat. Well, I went to the gym and I worked and it's not gone. Yes, because your liver's the problem, not your lack of workouts or the workouts that you're doing. Well, I don't understand, Dr. Ernst. I mean, I went vegan and I gained 7 pounds and the fat is still here. Yes, because your liver needs some love. You need to clean it out. How do we do that? Okay, well, step number 1, stop poisoning it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, we've talked about this multiple times in our detox segments. In order for you to get clean, you got to stop putting junk inside of you. Okay, if you're a diesel engine and you're putting unleaded gas in it, stop. Why won't this thing work? Wrong fuel, buddy. So we need to look at you as an engine. Okay, we need to look at you as like a fuel machine, and you need to put into you what you're supposed to eat. You're not supposed to eat what you're currently eating if you have a health problem. Well, I eat pretty good. Well, your definition of good and mine are probably wildly different. Free-range, organic, wild-caught proteins only. Grainless living. No wheat or corn or rice or soy or oats. Why? They cause damage to your liver and your gut. Healthy fats. Avocados, olives, hemp, flax, chia, you name it. And vegetables and fruits, and that's it. It's that simple. Eat real food. But that's only step number 1, because the food that's coming into that liver now is going to be a lot cleaner. But remember, the liver's like, oh, I'm dying here. It's good that I see good, healthy food, but I can't even do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm out. I'm tapping out. So we got to get the liver cleaned out. And I'm going to be transparent with you. The easiest way to do that is to just give your liver nothing. No major foods being thrown at it, no toxins being thrown at it, because the liver has the power to heal itself, just like it has the power to heal you. This is where fasting comes in so well for a lot of people who are sick and why they get such good results when they start to fast. Look, I had a patient say, I did your fast, Dr. Arntzen. I was frustrated at the beginning because I'm like, how am I going to make it? But then I lost 13 pounds in a week, and I was like, woo, I'll do that again. So I'll let you decide. In my opinion, step number 1, stop putting the junk in your liver that you've been putting into it. No alcohol, no dairy, no wheat, no corn, no rice, no soy, no oats. Before you go, no, I don't want to do that. Think about all the fun stuff you can eat and focus on that instead, okay? So you can have unlimited amounts of grass-fed meats, wild-caught fish, free-range turkey, chicken, poultry, etc. Eggs, yep, on par. Unlimited vegetables. You want to have vegetables till you pop? Do it. Fruits, small amounts, but they're present. You can have them. No more than 3 ounces per day if you want to heal. And yes, 3 ounces is not a lot, but fruit has sugar in it, and we need to prevent the sugars from getting in the liver and causing problems. Now we need to get the liver to turn its immune system back on again. Did you know that your liver produces immune-related compounds? Meaning, white blood cells, red blood cells are sort of enhanced and filtered through there, but it does proteins and components and cytokines and even chemokines, which are natural chemotherapy agents, but it won't do it if it's clogged up and sludge-like. So again, we need to activate your liver. We need to let it heal itself. And here's the music. Man, it's always there. Every so often it pops in telling us commercials are on their way. That's my cue to tell you, pick up the phone right now. It's free and it's going to change your life. 704-906-2094. Call in to join me in 2 weeks on the 26th for my next webinar on how to heal yourself. It's free, guys. 10 a.m. in the comfort of your home. If you don't like to speak to people, pick up the phone and text 704-906-2094. Your phone number, your name and your email. Your phone comes through automatically and then we'll register you. Hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. We'll be right back.
Greetings, it's Todd, the founder of Dry Farm Wines. The most common question we get from wine drinkers: how is it that your wines are sugar-free? Well, here's the story. Wine grapes are full of sugar at harvest. Sugar is needed for fermentation, where yeast feed on it to transform that sugar into alcohol. The yeast keep eating the sugar until there isn't any left, and the yeast die naturally, which completes fermentation. The result is a dry, sugar-free wine. That's how natural wines we source are made. However, most wines are not made that way. Commercial winemakers often stop fermentation prematurely by adding sulfur dioxide to the wine to kill the yeast, leaving residual sugar behind in their wines. Commercial winemakers do this all the time. We only source and drink fully fermented wines with less than 1 gram per liter of sugar. And statistically, that's sugar-free. And the only way to really know if a wine is sugar-free is to lab test it. And that's why Dry Farm Wines lab test every wine to ensure it is sugar-free.
Here's a secret your grocery store does not want you to know. At ThriveMarket.com, get up to 50% off all your organic groceries delivered to your door for free. Shop organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, and paleo. And get a free jar of coconut oil. Thrive Market. Wholesome products, wholesale prices. Get your free coconut oil today only at ThriveMarket.com.
Good afternoon. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. I'm your host, Dr. Aaron Ernst. And yes, this is a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, where you can be set free from your health problems. But you have to do one thing. You have to become the doctor, okay? While I am a physician, chiropractic, functional medicine, I work in the world of health coaching, physiotherapies. I'll call them coaching in dietary nutrition detoxification, counseling for health, if you will. While I have all those, you should be the one, though, implementing the health protocols to heal yourself. And, I had somebody message over Facebook, "What a great show, Dr. Ernst. Thanks for sharing everything. I think I can do this myself now." Yes, that's the whole point. I want you to heal yourself. And I know you might be scratching your head going, seems like a really poor business model. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with all the business in my clinic because there's a lot of really sick people out there who need professional guidance and actually therapies done to them, okay? You don't have to worry about that. And now you might be thinking like, well, what kind of a person just hops up on the radio and gives stuff away for free with no ulterior motive? Well, before you just jump to that conclusion, maybe you should know a little bit about myself. I'm not in this for the money. I believe truly that God put me here on this planet to have the knowledge that I'm able to keep inside of my brain as an encyclopedia, as some people say, and to be able to translate really complicated science into easy to implement and understand techniques. And I don't know if you know this or not, but this show isn't free. I wish it was. Wouldn't it be great if WBT said, "Hey, Dr. Ernst, we want to give you a radio show that you can use to share to the masses all the information that you now know to help people heal"? No, I pay for this every week, just so you guys know. So to those of you who are like, charlatan and a hack and a quack, he just wants to make money. Nope, I'm actually trying to spend my money to help you. Why would you do that? Well, I was told that that's what I'm supposed to do. Who told you? I'm going to go out on a limb and just say this. The Holy Spirit, God, etc., in a vision or a dream said, go do this. And I went, all right, I'm doing it. And that's partly why we've grown the way we have and why we have such great successes with people in their health. And look at all the likes and the hearts and all the stuff going on Facebook, right? Those are our active viewers, patients, listeners who know what I'm saying is rooted in a foundation of faith and understanding. Okay, and that's to answer some of the hate mail I just got, which I get a lot of, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. Your liver wants to heal you. It truly does. It's trying to heal itself, number one, and then once it's healthy, it wants to heal you, number two. But you are unfortunately doing things to it that are making your liver go, hey, bud, calm down. I'm trying to fix me. And if you could give me some time, then I can fix you. You did it again. Friday nights for some reason, and as always, I almost had that cancer destroyed, and then you went, and now I got to leave the cancer and I have to come over here. I almost had your type 2 diabetes under control, and you went out and had a party, and now I got to deal with this? Thanks. Okay? Part of your liver is responsible in developing and producing what is known as anti-infectious agents, anti-carcinogenic cells, and signals that can go out and help you to heal from certain tissue damage. Listen to this. When your liver senses that something has gone wrong in your body, it produces several compounds that can help your immune system to repair the body. Number one, acute phase proteins. You've probably never heard of these before, ever, but basically what they do is they help to bring your body back into balance after an infection, an injury, or some sort of disturbance to your immune system. Acute meaning immediate. So when something happens like for the first time, if you got stung by a bee, boom, the immediate acute response. Your liver's like, whoa, you guys see that? Anybody else? Nope, just me? All right, whoosh, it sends proteins out to help you to heal it. Number two, it produces something called a complement component. It's a little more complicated to explain because it's complement. But think of this as like, when somebody compliments you and they're like, hey, man, you look good today. They're boosting your ego. They're helping you to feel better. So the complement components make the immune system work even better. Basically, they're like these little soldiers. Good job over there. You're doing a great work. Keep it up. And the soldier who is about to quit going, all these bacteria in this urine, man, I don't think I can do it. Well, complement comes around. You got it, son, daughter, whatever. Go get it. So it's a booster. It's a supporter. It's a helper. It makes the white blood cells become stronger. Cytokines, these things are kind of famous, right? They help to signal molecules for cell-to-cell communication. So how one part of your body knows something's going on with it. You got stung on your left arm by a bee. How the body knows it's left is a neurological signal to the brain. Brain goes red alert, venom coming in, puncture to the skin, go. Red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, neutrophils, phagocytes, all this stuff start moving there, okay, communication. Well, the cytokines are kind of like the chemical messengers. Think of it almost like your white blood cells are little bloodhounds. They have to sniff out where the problem is so they can smell the cytokines and go, man, it smells like bee venom over there. Go this way, and they start moving to it. So your liver produces some cytokines to help. Now, here's the best part. The liver can produce chemokines. They are a specific cytokine that works to attract certain immune cells to the site of an infection or inflammation, i.e. tissue damage. So if you've got something that's not working right, your thyroid, your liver, your liver, of course, right? Your pancreas, your spleen, your intestines, they can get help and support because of your liver. Your liver is also a really strong home for a lot of white blood cells. See, a lot of us, again, just think our liver is this filter and that, like we can live without it because you can cut some of it out and it grows back, which it does. But your liver is actually an immunosurveillance system. I want you to think of it like sort of an alarm system. It's constantly having blood flow through it. Literally, all of your blood flows through your liver about every 60 seconds or so. So every 60 seconds, every square inch of all of your blood has been passed through the liver. And it's there sort of screening, going, all right, you look good, go, go, go. Whoops, grab, go through, grab. And what it does with all those toxins is it walls them off in fat in the liver temporarily so that it can pull the toxins out and then your body knows how to burn the fat. And see, that's where so many of you are stuck. So what's happening to you more than likely is your liver's grabbing all this stuff and it's like, hey, how come nobody's getting rid of all this stuff I'm grabbing? Well, more fat. Hey, liver, make more fat. More fat comes, you keep piling in, and it's called fatty liver disease. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, very common in a lot of people today, especially type 2 diabetics, especially those who are needing to heal from stuff, especially those with metabolic syndrome. If you don't know what that is, radio.com, WBT.com, AskDrErnst.com, Twitter.com, Facebook.com, Instagram.com/AskDrErnst. Okay, now here's probably the most important of them all. Did you know your liver is actually designed to help you remove toxic heavy metals from your body? Okay, most people don't realize this. Okay, the liver's job is to get rid of toxins, but most specifically the heavy metals. Heavy metals are a big problem today. A, because of the vaccines we're getting. B, because of the food we eat has become contaminated. So a lot of fish and shellfish and stuff like that have a lot of mercury inside of them. But most unfortunate is if you ever said yes when your dentist said, do you need a filling? Yeah, it hurts. If they put the metal ones in there, the amalgams as they're called, and you've had them in your mouth for quite some time, they're leaking, or at least they could be. I'm not saying that they are, but I'm saying they could be. A lot of times they are. And what they leak is mercury vapor because there was mercury in the original design of the amalgams. And unfortunately, there's still mercury in those today. There's mercury in some flu shots. There's mercury in some food. There's mercury in things. Look, if you eat shark, shame on you. Not because of the sharks, okay? If you want to eat them, go ahead. But they have a ton of mercury in them. Why? Sharks eat other huge fish and other things. And they bioaccumulate toxins, okay? Big fish, grouper, right? If you eat this kind of stuff, while it might taste good, it's loaded with heavy metals. So if you have amalgam fillings, you eat a lot of large fish, or you've been heavily vaccinated, you more than likely have an issue with heavy metals. And the problem becomes, again, did you overburden your liver? Now, the issue with heavy metals isn't just that they're toxic, it's that they actually cause damage to your hormone receptors, number one. They cause neurological damage, number two, and then they cause organ damage, number three. Okay? So they're very sticky. Think of them like beeswax or like, what's something really sticky that's annoying? Like when you have a piece of tape and you're trying to like get it off your hands and you're like, ah, and then you try to pull it off this one and it won't get off. That's what heavy metals are like. They stick to everything. They get in your bones, they get in your brain, they get in your organs. Heavy metals have been directly linked to thyroid problems, all forms of hormone problems, which would be diabetes, hormone issues, right? So menopause, perimenopause, all those sorts of things, and basically all kinds of health issues because your hormones are your major communicators. So if you need to fix yourself, you just need to stop the chronic inflammation and the issues going on within your liver. And we talked at the top of the hour how to do that. Step number 1, stop poisoning your liver. So we need to cut the alcohol down to 0. Permanently? No, but at least for maybe the next 90 days to give your liver a chance to come back to life by itself. Number 2, we need to stop putting all the crud in us that we're causing damage to our liver with. Primarily, that's you got to clean your diet out. If you need help on a clean diet, free is the Ask Dr. Ernst Cellular Healing Diet on AskDrErnst.com. Just subscribe to our page so you can get our emails, and your gift is you get our entire ebook, which goes through the diet and gives you all the recipes. Number 2, you get our bowel cleansing guide. Why? Because your gut's also trying to heal you. And number 3, you get a whole list of where you can shop. Now, I had someone download it recently and say, Dr. Ernst, Earth Fare, it's still on your list, but there is no Earth Fare. Okay, I understand. Just scratch it off. All right? It's not a big deal. They closed, but go somewhere else. Amazon. Look, even now, places like Harris Teeter and Publix are starting to carry really good, healthy, clean, organic foods. So you need to clean out your diet. You got to get all the crud out of your liver. Guys, many of you have been poisoning yourselves with the products you put on your skin, to the things you spray or use or inhale or whatever, and we need to clean it out. So what are the top cleansers? Ready? Top cleansers for your liver. Fasting. What? I thought you were going to give me a supplement I need to take. No, just stop eating food. Use either broth or water or salt water or lemon water or whatever, and just fast. Okay? 2 to 3 days on average to help clean the crud out of your liver, because it'll do it by itself. What if you're a supplement junkie? Okay? Because I've met some of you. Some of you are supplement junkies. I had one lady bring in an entire bucket of supplements into my office, and she said, "What do you think of these?" And I was like, "I don't like any of them." And she goes, "Why? Is it because they're not your brand?" No, because they're not going to solve your problem. You don't have a supplement deficiency. You have a supplement overload, and we need to now solve your imbalances. But if you like supplements, milk thistle, good one. Curcumin, great one. Dandelion root, even better. Astragalus root, even better. That would be, if I'm going to blend together some sort of detox for you, it would have milk thistle, curcumin, dandelion, and astragalus in it. So there you go. Your liver wants to heal you. Will you let it? Will you give your liver an opportunity to regenerate itself so that then it can regenerate you? That's the ultimate question. But my final question for today is, do you want to have me show you how to heal yourself, specifically for your condition, whatever it is? If the answer is yes, 704-906-2094. Call it right now. Text it right now. 4 seconds before we're off the air, so 704-906-2094. Hey guys, I'll see you next week for another edition of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Until then, be blessed.